Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today as I start the series where I'm sharing the story of my book, Junebug. Now, I know it's been confusing, but Junebug is my story, right? When I first began the process of trying to write my story, it was quite the confusing process because, I kept getting tangled up into, between the truth of everyone around me, the stories I'd been told, and what I knew and remembered on my own, right? And so every time I sat down to write, I would get to a certain point and I'd back out. And my daughter finally said to me, "Mom, why don't you try giving yourself a new name and telling the story through the little girl's eyes, right? As if you're looking at it for the first time. And all you're telling is her truth. You're telling her experiences, how she experienced them. And from there, I began. And Junebug poured out of my head. I wrote the first draft in a 6-week span. And it became, as I moved along, one of the most magical experiences I've had, right? It gave me the opportunity to not only look at the suffering this little girl endured, it gave me the opportunity to see how brilliantly she maneuvered the craziness that was her everyday existence, right? It gave me the opportunity to see the magic with which she was able to access, right? Because we don't give kids that. And also able to see the actions that were taken to create what ended up becoming my prison in adulthood, my PTSD, right? And in that became the process I call the QT matrix that has been able to help so many people untangle themselves from the story that is wound around the quantum actions of PTSD. So as we move forward through me sharing this story with you, there's a few things I'd like to share. I love symbolism. And Junebug, just in and of itself, when you think of the little bug Junebug, right? She's strong, she's powerful, she's got an amazing outer armor, right? She can fly, she's super powerful. Yet, if she gets tumbled over onto her back, she's going to spend an exorbitant amount of energy and maybe the rest of her life trying to right herself, right? Which is so accurate for somebody who's coming through this magical quantum tangled process of PTSD. And another thing that I really would like us to be aware of is Tigwa, right? Tigwa is my Black Panther. And this panther has been in and out of my life since I've been here, maybe many other times too, right? And he comes when it's a time that I need to think. I need solitude. I need to access my power, right? I need that agility, right? Now, the thing about a panther, too, is we have to understand a panther is rejected by even his own, right? His family push him out, right? Because what sets a panther apart, it's a jaguar that didn't spot out. So he walks in his power, right? Dependent on his own abilities and resilience to maneuver the lifetime that's ahead of him, right? And the panther's journey is very similar, right? Very similar to Persephone. So ironic that that was my power source going through my lifetime. So I'd like for you to sit back and get comfortable, right? We're going to come together in 30-minute spots, and we're going to go start to finish through Junebug. And I really am hoping to start a dialogue, right? To start a dialogue within yourself, with your children, right? Opening the door to that space of awareness around humanity, right? Because we send our children out into this world of humanity, of humans, right? In this naive space that all humans are good, and they're not, right? Not that they're not good, but they're not operating from a space where of your child's highest and best, right? Now we send a child out into the world in a vehicle driving 70 miles an hour, and they do that knowing that the people around them may possibly, right, be operating in an altered state, and they may possibly not be operating in a state of awareness, right? But we don't send them in fear. We send them out in knowingness and in awareness and in a space of consciousness. And that's where we have to start approaching this space of sexual trauma with our children, right? They need to know, they need to understand, right? You know, we've got humans out there that are operating from a space of consciousness and awareness and the highest and best for humanity. And we have humans that are operating as though they were dinosaurs and predators and taking what they want when they want it, right? And the only way we're going to counteract that is with awareness and with openness and with the ability to walk up to someone and say, hey, this is happening to me, right? This human being, you know, made choices that put my body in jeopardy, and we need to listen. We need to open our eyes, open our hearts, and understand that we're not going to have a different world until we start protecting our young, right? Because we are that. Our children become that, right? And that happens on our watch as mom and dad, right? So often when people get finished with my book, they say, where was your mom? Right? Where was your mom? And that, as women, is a special thought for us, right? These humans came through our bodies. They are us. We are their guardians until they can operate in a space of awareness on their own, right? It's our job, right? Not that men don't participate in that, but we fought really hard as moms, right? To own the right to end life, which gives us the right and honor to bring it in, right? And that is our responsibility, right? And I hope that Junebug can open some conversations, right, around what it really means to be a parent, what it means to try to raise our children when we're operating from a compromised mindset. PTSD is contagious. Both of my parents started their lives together from a place of trauma, right? Both of them. And it's contagious and it travels through generations unless we choose to stop it. And that can be swift, it can be fast, and it can be over, and you can be choosing your life versus reacting to it. So please, like, I really want to hear your comments. I really want to hear your thoughts and experiences. I really want to hear your stories, right? So drop them in the comments below. Send me an email, right? I also speak every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 o'clock. And I'd love to start coming together. It's a series that I call Today I Choose, right? And I would really love to start bringing some stories to light. So please reach out, share, and next time I see you, we'll start right in with Junebug. Now, you can grab your copy of Junebug right off of my website at CherieDoyen.com if you want to read along, right? Or hop on Amazon, right? And Junebug, Cherie Doyen, it'll pop right up. And I'll see you here on Thursday, and we will begin our journey with Junebug.